So this is the great prophet of Arendon. You stand alone. No allies, no weapons, no hope of rescue. Still, you do not kneel. You know who I am. You know that you only live as long as it pleases me. And so I wonder, why are you so stubborn? Did the church so thoroughly convince you of your own importance? Do you think the gods have a plan for you? Perhaps you've seen a future far beyond today, where you live and I fall. I've heard quite a bit about your visions. They say you're usually quite accurate, particularly when you look into the lives of the nobility. I would ask for my own reading, but I could hardly expect you to tell me the truth after you tried to lead an uprising against me. Besides, you've never given a true prophecy that predicted me yet. Kneel before your queen. So defiant, so certain that you matter. Perhaps you do. Dear prophet, before I strike you down, I have a simple question for you. Where are you from? The province of Mira. You misunderstand me. I'm not talking about this rat-eaten kingdom. I'm not talking about any dung-filled hut or molding castle in this paper doll world. I'm talking about Earth. Where are you from? I was right. I was right. You're real. You're actually real. What's your name? Not that one. You just stormed my castle. Of course I know that one. Your real name. What's your real name? It's nice to meet you. I'm Ash. I had hoped, but I hadn't let myself hope, you know? But you're real. You played this game, right? Before you were stuck in it? I thought so. The way you use magic is like nothing this kingdom has ever seen before. The NPCs call it revolutionary. A God's given talent, along with that feature side of yours. Of course, it wasn't unfamiliar to me. It was exactly the kind of min-maxing bullshit I've seen 1,000 times before. Effective, though. You did make it all the way to my throne room. I might have cleared the path a little, but not that much. I can't figure out if it was brilliant or stupid to use your knowledge the way you did. I suppose becoming a prophet answered questions about any eccentricities you might have, and the prestige certainly gave you a leg up in some ways. Then again, I had the same knowledge, and I've done quite well for myself by playing my cards close to the chest. Of course, I had my own leg up. You weren't engaged to the crown prince as a child, wed to him at 18, and tragically widowed the same night. What, you've never killed someone in a video game before? I know this is technically in the romance genre, but I'm not really cut out for the whole ingenue thing. I wasn't born in the right role for it anyway. I decided to play a different sort of game. Something more like chess. Moving pieces along the board, killing the king, taking a pawn and making her queen. Which reminds me, you don't have to call me your majesty or my queen or anything like that. Please don't. Actually, it would be super weird. Your friends? Oh, you mean your party. Yeah, the NPCs are fine. Relax. I won't break your toys. They're in the dungeon for safekeeping. My men won't touch a hair on their heads. I promise. I know my army has a reputation, and we've certainly earned it. But even though I didn't know for sure, I had put the pieces together enough to know that you might actually be a person. And I knew they were yours, and I didn't want us to get off on the wrong foot. So I asked my men to be gentle with them. Considering they were brought in fighting, I can't guarantee there won't be some bruises, maybe a few broken bones, but probably no permanent damage. I'm not a psychopath. It's just that, well, when the world goes crazy, you have to go a little crazy with it, right? I mean, no offense, but you've managed to convince yourself that these cardboard cutouts are your friends. You're not exactly the picture of mental health yourself. Besides, I figure there's a decent chance I'm in a coma or something. If I'm stuck in a dream, I might as well dream big, and there's no success without sacrifice. I took the crown, despite all odds, which is probably more evidence that none of this is real. I think about it sometimes. I think about just waking up, being me again. I was ordinary before, boring even, but the stakes were so much higher. I had family and friends, not the shallow mockeries that I met in the palace. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate it here. I can do magic, and the whole power fantasy thing's fun, but I kind of feel like I won the game already. Governing's so dull except when I'm being challenged by usurpers. Thanks for the entertainment, by the way. It was cute watching you and your party jump over all the hurdles I set up for you. So bold and heroic. It makes sense, I guess. That's why you were born in the protagonist's body, and I got the villainess. I think we're both better at our roles than the originals. Don't you? Why shouldn't I have fun? It is a game, after all. The NPCs are here to entertain us, however they need to. If that means joining my army, or dying as my enemy, or keeping me company at dinner, it's all the same. Just playing pretend with automatons. Are you one of those people who always pick the nice option in games because you didn't want to make the character sad? Of course you are. Too much empathy. It's making you see things that aren't there. Yes, I tried talking to them. For almost 2 decades, I tried to make a true connection with the NPCs. The nobles and the servants and the damned prince with his empty smile. But every attempt just slid over the surface, smooth as glass, because there was nothing underneath. There was nothing to get to know. It was all a waste of time. You're the protagonist. You're surrounded by named characters. Of course they have a little more backstory, a little more life. Find a nobody. Watch them. They live their lives in circles. Don't worry about the NPCs. Their lines may be written to tug at your heartstrings, but they're absolutely soulless. Wait, no, you can't leave. No, I'm not keeping you prisoner. I would never. You're real. You can't just leave me alone here. What can I give you? I'm not trying to bribe you. I'm trying to bribe you. What do you want? Land, soldiers, magical items? Okay, you don't want stuff. Totally fair. You're church royalty or something. You probably don't need it. Just tell me what to do. Of course I'll let your party go. I was always going to. They're yours. I wouldn't steal them. But you have to know that we're different than they are, right? Even if you believe that they're real, they aren't from Earth. They don't have the same memories that we do. They don't come from the same home. They don't understand you. There are things they'll never understand. Not like we do. You came here to overthrow me, right? You climbed mountains and crossed deserts in a quest to defeat the evil queen. You can still achieve your goal here and now without spilling another drop of blood. I'll step down from the throne. I'll aid in a peaceful transition of power to the candidate of your choice. I'll do whatever you want. All I ask is that you take me with you wherever you go. Allow me to tie us together with magic so that you cannot abandon me without forfeiting your own life. Yes, I know a spell like that would kill me too, but I'm already dying on this throne. Besides, I've died once before. It wasn't so scary. Please, I'm tired of playing games alone. I just want to hang out with you. I'm not sure whether the Villainess has a point about background characters being underdeveloped in this setting, or whether the people in the palace are just really shallow.